Is going on YouTube? It is Nether back again, and we're going to be talking about a few different things on this episode of the complete beginner guide to Goddess of Victory, Nikke. So today we're actually going to be going over enhancements and how you can increase your character's level. There's 4 different ways to do that. You can go a generic level up, you can go attaching equipment, you can go equipment enhancement, or you can go the Synchro Device. Actually, there's 5. There's also the limit break. We'll go into a little more in depth with that in today's video. So let's go ahead and check out a character, and let's go over A2 because it's A2. So the first portion of this is going to be generic enhancement. So it's looking like this. It's just generic upgrades. You have your credits, you have your battle data set, and you have your core dust. So as a new player, you are limited to level 40 initially until you get 5 characters to level 50, I believe. So here for Snow White, we're going to upgrade her all the way to level 50. And boom. So we need 5 more to get over level 20 to fully increase him even more. We'll just go ahead and do that. It's not that big of a deal. Get over here to Rabby, and I think 2 more. We're not gonna be able to get more. That's not a big deal. So that is the first way for enhancements. The second, as I was mentioning, is equipment, and we'll just do a quick equipment here, and boom. So as you could tell, our power actually went up, and there's multiple different tiers levels of equipment. As you can see here, it's just generic tier 1. This is what you're going to get when you start off. This tier 2 is the visor. Right now we can't upgrade because we need to continue going through the story mode to be able to unlock equipment enhancements. So what does that leave us? Next, we can go to Rabby here and go limit break. As I was mentioning when the first video, when we were talking about A2, we limit break. And as you can see here, each time you limit break, it increases all stats by the character by just a little bit. And then once you, typically for SSRs at least, once you get, we'll go to A2 here, also because she's hot as hell. Once you get 3 limit breaks, you also unlock their lobby cutscene, which is very cool. But you also are able to core break them, and you're able to get to a core 7, or as people would say, MLB 7, max limit break 7. And that is the absolute maximum tippity top of limit breaks that you can do for a character. So we've covered regular level upgrade, we covered equipment attachments, equipment enhancements, limit break. Now, what do I mean when I mean Synchro Device? Well, when you unlock the outpost, you are able to go on in here and then go to your Synchro Device. And you unlock it at 4-15. But as I was saying previously in the first video, as this loads here, but what you do is you have your top 5. So I have right now A2, Snow White, Rabby, Arya, and Mihara. These are my top 5. Okay, if I put all of them into the Synchro Device, it takes all 5 to completely max out the top row for the Synchro Device. Then it takes the lowest level, and you plug in units on the bottom row to increase their maximum level, which would increase everyone that I'm able to plug in. It is, I believe, 500 to unlock a new spot, 500 gems to unlock a new spot, and then you can increase that character's level to whatever the highest out of the lowest out of those 5 characters are. So that is essentially how that goes. But as I was talking, I actually remembered another way to level limit or to increase the power of your units, and that's actually the skills. So here, as you can see here, this is the first time opening skills on this account. you're able to level up these skills by skill manuals. By doing this, it increases stats, it increases just the overall capabilities of each individual character. Obviously, these abilities differ for each character. It's just, you know, normally just how it goes for this. But that's really all. It's not that confusing or I don't know, convoluted. It's very straightforward. That's one thing about Nikke that I really enjoy, is that the whole game is very straightforward. It might seem a lot at first, but once you get into the hang of it, it's very simple. So we got the levels done. Now let's get some summons in. So as you can see here, I have 3,000 just from logging in and finishing chapter 2. I also have the ordinary recruit. We can get a pilgrim here, which is what we're ideally hoping for, or tetra. Let's see, fake out? No, nothing. All right, not a big deal. I don't want to waste gems on that. We'll use gems on 2B's banner, though. Hopefully we get a gold. If we get a gold, the likelihood of it being 2B is very high. Nope, it's not going to be it. Fake out. All right. Oh, well, no big deal. But, you know, I hope this series, now for veteran players, I know this is probably very redundant, but I hope for newer players, this helps you understand the game more, because that's what it's ideally focused at, is newer players. Once we progress on further in the game, then, you know, we'll go ahead and talk about the level 160 wall and all of that more in depth. But for now, that's going to be all, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all within the next video.